Hey, Jimbo. Hey, Carrie. I don't know how many people are going to end up coming, but that's okay. Hey, Silent Troll. I just figured I'd hang out and check in with everybody and see what's going on. And if somebody wants to come up, they can, if I can figure out how to do it. You hear my mean puppy in the background? I'm doing okay. Still healing from my last surgery. A little bit sore, but I'm okay. Thank you, Carrie. Definitely been losing weight. My surgeon seems to think that's a good thing. With colon cancer, being overweight is not good. So my goal is to get under 200, and at my doctor's appointment last week, I had made it to 207, so I'm getting close. Hey, everybody coming in, feel free to chat. Yeah, I definitely can use some subs. I don't know how to look to see how many I have. I'm on my phone, so my internet's been acting crazy today. Being really, really slow, like they have me restricted or something. I don't know what's going on. I might have to try to call them when I get off of here. 252. Awesome. So I'm about a fourth of the way there to be able to monetize. But that's my fault. I kind of dropped the ball and went MIA for a while as far as my channel goes. But I'm going to try to start being more consistent and doing more videos, whether it be lives or just, small videos here and there. I hoped a lot of people from the Discord would show up. Hopefully they will. Like I said, where I'm not monetized, if anybody wants to talk about how they feel about what we heard or get anything off their chest, you're more than welcome to do it here. Yeah, I'm trying to open StreamYard on my laptop and it won't even It won't even load. Hush. You're not big and bad. You're not big and bad. Or if anybody has anything, it doesn't have to be about anything that happened today. You know, if anybody has any medical related stories or questions for me about what I've been through, feel free to ask. I would, but I don't know how to get to it, Jimbo. Do I go under banners or brand? That would be brand, right? Hush. I'm totally lost in this StreamYard, to be honest with you. Brand one and scroll to the bottom. Backgrounds. Okay, I'm on brand one. And when I scroll to the bottom, it has background music. Let's see. Would it be under layout? No. I'm on a phone. Yeah, I'm in your StreamYard, and I'm on a phone. Okay, so when I go under brand one, I see brand color, theme, logo, overlay, video clips, and background. But when under background, the only one that's there is Bubbles Dark. Hush. Okay. And the only brand that's there is brand one. Hi, Shay. How are you? Hush. Go in there and fight. You don't have to stay right under my feet. Okay. How do I? Oh my goodness. Then I'm not in your StreamYard. I don't know whose StreamYard I'm in. Well, I'll just leave it for now, and then I'll figure it out because I don't want to mess it up and log myself out. So I'll just leave it how it is for tonight, and then because I have two different email addresses, and I thought your StreamYard was attached to the e2ky@gmail.com, but it must be registered under my older email address, which kind of makes sense now that I think about it. So next time I log in, I'll log in with my older email address and see. That's probably where I went wrong. So what I was saying, Shay, is this is kind of just open topic tonight. You know, if you have any questions about my health journey, if you have any health related stories, if you have anything you want to get off your chest about what's went on YouTube in the past little bit, you know, I'm not monetized, so you can pretty much air your feelings here and not have to worry about getting me in trouble or anything like that. Anybody's welcome to come up on panel. If you know how to get a hold of anybody, invite them to come over. It's just kind of free flowing tonight. Whatever anybody wants to talk about, whatever anybody wants to say is fine with me. If everybody's got something better to do, feel free to just let me know and we can end the stream. This was just kind of a test run. I've kind of dropped the ball on my channel and went MIA for a while. So I'm gonna try to get back to it and be more consistent, do more lives. Oh no, you're not dumb. I don't know what I'm doing either. Trust me. I don't even know if I know how to get somebody up on panel, but we can sure try it. I've only been live for under 15 minutes, so we'll let it go, you know, about 20, 25 minutes. And if, you know, nobody's really got anything that they want to talk about, like I said, we can let it go for tonight. I was just kind of giving everybody a place to hang out and talk about whatever they wanted to talk about. I wish my internet was working and I could do it on my laptop. It would be a lot easier for me. But it's my internet. It's working, but it's really, really, really slow. So it goes so long to where it'll say page won't load. Yeah, I've been feeling a lot better lately. Still having some issues with the nausea and the fatigue. I stay tired a lot. Um, but I'm doing good. I had my last surgery on February 9th when they removed my colostomy bag. So I was really excited about that. Um, Still healing, still sore. Um, Still got the wounds that I'm taking care of from that. Um, but yeah, this has been a long road, but I'm thankful, to the Lord most of all. Um, and whatever anybody believes is fine with me. I don't hold it against anybody, but I believe in the Lord, and I believe He's worked a miracle in my life. Not many people come back from stage 4 colon cancer, and if they do, it's a lot longer, harder road than I had. I went from diagnosis to where I am now in less than a year. So, that's amazing. Even my doctors are amazed that I've come this far in this amount of time. Um, so, it's still been a long, hard road. Don't get me wrong. I've had 3 major surgeries. I had 6 months cycle of chemo, but like I said, most people with stage 4, any type of cancer, is considered terminal. So I've been blessed, definitely been blessed to make it where I am today. Absolutely, God was at work, and it is a miracle, that I am where I am today. Like I said, stage 4 cancer is scary to hear, and especially with colon cancer, it's it's, I guess, really bad. It's one of the nobody wants to have any type of cancer, but if you're gonna have cancer, colon cancer is definitely not one that you would want to have. But they're still running some tests. I'm still gonna have my CT scans every 3 months. Still have my blood work. I go on the 22nd for a CT scan and blood work, and then I go for the follow-up from that scan and blood work on the 29th of this month. So just keep me in your thoughts and prayers, that everything shows up good. um I had some weird stuff show up on my blood work that wasn't necessarily related to the colon, so the surgeon didn't really go into it in depth with me, because he's completely focused on the colon and the surgery, and that's his area of expertise. So I was looking at my patient portal, and I always check it out myself, and there was some things on there that some things were low, some things were high. So I'm gonna, when I see my regular oncologist, that's who's doing the CT scan and the follow-up on the 29th. When I see him, I'm definitely gonna talk to him about the blood work that I had done back in February, as well as the new blood work that I'm having done the 22nd of this month. To see what's going on, because a lot of it has to do with my liver. So I don't know if it was just coming out of surgery that had everything out of whack, because, anytime you have surgery, it'll throw your blood work out of whack. So it could just be that. So I'm anxious to have the new blood work done now that I'm over a month out from the surgery. It should be more accurate. So we'll see, and I'll definitely update you guys and let you know what they say and how that all that comes out. Hey April, hey Ashley, hey Lenny. I'm sorry, Lene, probably. It's good to see you guys here. I appreciate you being here. We're just kind of discussing where I'm at, as far as my health and my cancer journey and all of that. So having that colostomy bag removed was a big step that told me that the doctors felt secure enough that I was in good enough shape to do that, because they wouldn't remove it if they anticipated another tumor popping up, because if another tumor pops up inside the colon, they're just going to have to go in and place the bag again. So, that told me that they were secure enough in their thinkings and their findings that they felt like it could safely be removed without having to worry about just placing it right back, if that makes any sense. So without them coming out and saying that, that's kind of what I gathered from them removing the colostomy bag, because if they thought they were just going to have to go in and put it right back, they wouldn't have done that. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was in it sounds bad when I say it, but that was my biggest, not really fear, but my biggest, like, oh man, when I heard that it was colon cancer, I knew I was going to have a colostomy bag, and it honestly wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, you know. Of course, if anybody could choose, you wouldn't just ask for one. But I was like, man, this is gonna suck, and it did. I'm not gonna lie, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. But yeah, I'm definitely relieved to have that removed. It was just a hassle more than anything else. Having to, and I won't go into too much detail because nobody wants to hear about that, but having to change it and make sure it stayed clean and make sure my dogs didn't step on my stomach, and there was just a lot of little things that you don't really think about until you have to think about it. So it was definitely a relief to have that taken out. Definitely. But it's been probably the worst surgery out of the three, even worse than the one that they opened me completely up, my very first surgery. Hey Danny, it's good to see you too. Very good to see you. Um, My very first surgery, when they removed the really large tumor that was in my lower abdomen, I thought that was bad, but this this surgery that you would think wouldn't be as bad has been probably the worst one, the removal of the colostomy bag. And the reason being is the opening, and like I said, I won't go into too much details. People might be eating dinner or whatever and have weak stomachs, but the opening where the colostomy bag was placed, they don't stitch that up. Like, I have to stuff it with gauze, and it closes on its own over time. So that's really a hassle. But I'm not as big of a hassle as having the bag. So that's what I keep telling myself, at least I don't have to deal with it anymore. Um, so I try to stay positive. And a lot of people have commented on that about how positive I've stayed during all of this. And, from day one, when I was diagnosed, I told my mom, I said, I can either cry about it or laugh about it, and I don't mean laugh about it, but I can either be positive about it or I can sit and wallow in my misery, so I chose the positive route. Not to say that I haven't been down. I was already dealing with depression from losing my husband in January. So, this definitely, definitely made the depression worse. But I stay positive as I can. Oh, that's okay, Ashley. I've missed you all too. I said I've kind of dropped the ball on my channel, and I'm sorry for that. I'm gonna try to start being more consistent. I can't promise like a certain day and time, like every Thursday at 9, or I can't do that because sometimes I just don't feel up to it. But I'm gonna try to do, at least once a week, just to check in with everybody, especially when I have my checkups and my blood work and my scans and things like that, to let everybody know how I'm doing. But tonight, I just kind of wanted it to be free flowing, whatever anybody wants to talk about. If anybody wants to come up on panel, I'll figure out how to get you up here. I've never had a panel guest before, so I'm sure I can figure it out. If you want to talk about what's going on YouTube, the craziness, if you want to talk about something in your life as far as a medical situation, with yourself or a family member, a friend, something like that. Or it doesn't even have to be about anything medical, if you just want to tell a story or let us know something that's going on in your life, feel free to let me know. And like I said, I'll figure out how to get you up here and we'll talk. And I'm not monetized, so if you got something you want to get off your chest, as far as what's been going on, feel free to do it. The only thing off limits is children. Even though a certain person stooped that low, we will not do that. But as far as anything else, feel free to talk about it. I'm just kind of here to hang out, So if anybody wants to come up, just let me know and we'll get you up here. If you have any questions for me, I'm pretty much an open book, It doesn't have to be medical related, you know, if you have curiosities or, you know, something that you wonder about me or something like that, feel free to ask. If I don't want to answer, I'll just say I don't want to answer. That's fine. I saw that a certain someone went live about 10 minutes ago. I don't know how to stream somebody, or I would stream that person. Like I said, I'm not monetized anyway, and I'm still only a fourth of the way there. So we're pretty much free to discuss anything we want to discuss over here. Hey, Alicia. Good to see you here. If you just come in, I was just telling them it's kind of like a free-flowing live. If anybody has anything they want to talk about, if you want to come up on panel or have any questions for me, you're welcome to. The only thing that's off limits is children. You know, just because other people stoop to that level doesn't mean we will. But anything else is open season. Sorry, I've got to go try to restart this internet. My son's wanting his internet, but it's been acting crazy all day. How have you guys been? Oh, that's okay. I understand. Mommy duties. Oh, the guy in the picture, that was my husband. That's my husband that passed away in January. On the thumbnail. Alicia. Sorry. Alicia. I knew that, and I knew it as soon as I said it that I was saying it wrong. But I'm sorry about that. Yeah, that was in September. That was my birthday dinner. And then he passed away on January 8th of this year. And then I was diagnosed. He had stage 3 lung cancer, but his was non-operable. He had 2 tumors in his lungs. And they weren't, because of the placement of the tumors, they were not able to operate. So that's what happened to him. And then 3 months later, I was diagnosed with colon cancer. But luckily, all my tumors were able to be removed. And with the help of the surgeries and the chemo, it seems to have taken care of it for now. And I've got faith that it's going to continue to take care of it. That's okay, Alicia. I appreciate that. It happened fast. Like I tell people, he wasn't bedbound. He wasn't like on hospice, or, it wasn't something that we knew was coming. Yes, we knew he had cancer. Yes, we knew he had the tumors. But like I tell people, he had went to Walmart the day before by himself, drove himself there and walked around, and he was doing pretty good. He was to the point to where he was on oxygen just about 100% of the time, but as long as he had his oxygen, he did well. So when he passed, it was kind of a shock. But I have a very good therapist. She takes care of me, and gives me someone to talk to. And a lot of people are, I don't know if it's pride or shame or what it is, but a lot of people won't go to a therapist. But I'm telling you, mine, she changed the game. I really believe that. She she's done a lot for me, and I still see her to this day. Thank you, Shay, for saying that he was handsome. He was handsome. I'm doing good, Alicia. I had my last surgery on February 9th, and they removed my colostomy bag. And what I was telling everybody is, by them removing that, it kind of gave me a peace, because if they believed they were just going to have to go back in and put it right back, I don't believe they would have removed it. So them feeling comfortable enough to remove it, made me feel better about the situation. So, not to mention, I'm highly relieved not to have it anymore. It was definitely not fun. Sorry if I sound distracted. I'm trying to get this internet situation figured out. Oh, thank you, Alicia. And it's true, nobody wants a slow, painful death, not nobody wants that. So it's kind of good that it happened the way that it did. And thankfully, my children were not home when it happened. It was just me and him. So I'm really thankful for that, because that's not something that they need to see. And I'm thankful that I was here. I had been out to a concert that night. I had taken my son to a Ryan Upchurch concert, and we got home about 1:30 in the morning on January 8th, and by 2:30 he was gone. So I'm thankful that I was able to be here, and he knew that I was here in his last moment, because nothing would be worse than passing all alone. You know, nobody wants that either. Somebody wants a hand to hold when that's happening. Um, oh my goodness. Chill out, guys. My dogs are, they get a little bit rowdy sometimes. I don't know what the problem with the internet is. Like it's working, but it's like it's restricted or something. It's super super slow. Like when I click on let's say YouTube for example, the home page, like half of the thumbnails will show up and then half of them will still be gray. And then they'll eventually load. And then if you click on a video to watch, it just, the progress line goes about 3/4 of the way over and then it just stops. So I don't know what's going on with it. Yeah, I've reset it. I've unplugged it, left it unplugged for, they say 60 seconds, but I left it unplugged for like 5 to 10 minutes and plugged it back in. I've done all of that. So I'm gonna have to call the Spectrum is my internet provider. I'm gonna have to call them. Yeah, see, that's what I did today. I unplugged it probably longer than 5 minutes. I have my router and my, I've got two separate boxes. One's the router and one's the, I can't think of the word right now. That chemo's got my brain all crazy. But anyway, I have both of those plugged into a, power strip, and I turned the power strip off and turned it back on, you know, after 5 to 10 minutes, and um, it's still not working right. So I'm going to have to call them. My phone's at 3% right now and I have it plugged in. So if I lose you guys, that's what's happened. I'm going to go. I had it plugged in. I can't find a block that goes into the wall. So I'm going to have to go and see if I can plug it in the living room here. Maybe that'll help. So if I just go away, that means my phone died. So I'm sorry. I'll try to come back if that happens. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and go. My phone's at 1%, and I need to be able to call Spectrum. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. If I can get this internet working, I'll try to come back later. If not, I'll try to do another one tomorrow. See, I don't think my boxes have power buttons. I mean, I guess they should. But I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go so I can contact Spectrum. And have a good night, everybody. It was good to be able to talk to you guys. Like I said, if I don't get to come back tonight,